Hi, Christy here from govgirl.com. The Hack for Reno event is coming up soon. That is the City of Reno's first citywide hackathon using open government data. So I thought I'd put together a couple of videos just documenting the process. I figured it might be helpful for any cities who are thinking of doing their own hackathons, and I can tell you the lessons learned from ours. So this is the first video. It's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I hope to document that whole process. So let me just tell you about how we got to where we're at right now. Internally at the City of Reno, we were talking a lot about how we can be more transparent and put more information out there and work with citizens more. So we're actually working internally, information technology staff, on publishing city data with regard to finances to let people know what the city's spending money on. And we started talking more about open government. I've been following what the big cities are doing. So basically, several of the big cities have been hosting these hackathon events. New York City just had their Invent NYC for their website. Let's see, Boston, Philly, Seattle, San Francisco, see those big cities. Well, Reno's population is only about 220,000, so our slogan is the biggest little city in the world. We're actually a smaller city, but we have a big reputation. We like doing things big. So I had been following the hackathons and open government movements at other cities, and as luck would have it, I was actually approached by the local technology community, and we have a local group here in Reno called the Reno Collective. And the Reno Collective it's a local co-working environment for tech businesses, startups, individuals a lot of times, and just people interested in freelance work and that type of thing. And they're very technology oriented. They host their own hackathon events at their facility just for working on various data. So they actually approached me, and specifically Colin Loretz, Don Morrison, and Chris Yoder from the Reno Collective. They came to City Hall and they said, hey, we're interested in using city data and hosting a hackathon. We'd like to partner with the city. And we just jumped on board with that because it really aligned with what we're trying to do with the city. So we wanted to just get this moving very quickly, host this hackathon, and then have that external and internal momentum for open government, having a process and plans in place for opening up government data and being more transparent and participative and collaborative with citizens. So that's really how it started. So I had a couple of meetings with the guys, and we just started planning what venue to have, where to do this, how it's going to unfold.
FlowDoc is another company that actually sponsored, and we just found out today that they've given us an account more for the use at the event.
There's also a couple of meetups. So the meetups are planning preparation for the civic developers, for the hackers, to learn more about the hackathon and what's going to happen there.
That much space.
So how many synapses are dedicated to remembering the spatial position of all those folders within folders?
No, if it's not on the desktop, it's not important.
There was a meetup on using GitHub as a code sharing repository. There was a meetup on using APIs and creating mashups, and those were quite helpful. We also put together a couple of promo videos. We even chatted with the mayor, myself, my director, Chris Good, and the guys as well, and just to sort of drum up interest in the event. So as far as the data, we're trying to iron out our data sources. We currently don't have an environment to just put the data on one platform, and we're hoping that after this event, we can use a platform to be able to publish that data in the most workable format for people and get the feedback from the developer community with what is the most helpful for them. So we're just drawing on existing data streams for the event, and we're looking at some of our green energy data that's being published with the wind turbines and the solar energy savings has been calculated, and we're looking at that, as well as we're publishing crime data. And so we thought that would be very helpful. Police and fire calls are being recorded, and lots of other types of data. We're looking at parks and recreation facilities and things like that, and hopefully open up a lot more later. We have gotten so much support from sponsors for this event, national sponsors like Tropo, GitHub, Socrata, and people are just really coming together for this, and lots of local sponsors as well. We have to provide meals for these people. This is a 24-hour hackathon event outside in the public, and speaking of that, the venue is just perfect. I'm here at the Pioneer Center, right in the heart of downtown Reno. This is where the hackathon is going to happen October 15th through 16th, and we're right outside the Pioneer Center. Here in downtown Reno, City Hall is just a half a block away. It's a really great location. So the plan for this is that there's going to be a bunch of tents out here in the outside area. If the weather doesn't agree with us, we're going to move on to the inside. But since we're talking about open data and open government, the thought is to have it out in the open. So the only thing that concerns me is, if you haven't noticed, it tends to get windy here in Reno, and we're going to have a bunch of tents behind me, and also the temperature difference. People who live in Reno know that the temperature difference between daytime and nighttime is about 30 degrees sometimes, and this is a 24-hour event. We're going from noon on Saturday to noon on Sunday, so it's going to get pretty cold here at night, but we're going to make do. So how this is going to work is we're going to have teams at various tents. There's going to be tents and tables and laptops and a bunch of nerds, and the teams are limited to 4 people per team, 60 participants. So if you haven't registered yet, go to hackforreno.com and make sure to register, and we'll have some volunteers wandering around, but completely out in the open. This is a beautiful venue for it, don't you agree? I'll let you know after the event how it goes. So ultimately, this is a contest, and at the end, we'll have a period of judging after we call time. The teams will present their whatever they come up with to the panel of judges, and then we have different categories. So we have a category, for instance, for the best use of government data, a couple of categories for the best use of a particular platform, and then we're going to award prizes, and the prizes are going to be pretty cool. We're going to have some prize packs, but more importantly than that, we're going to promote the winners, and it's really to establish a relationship with the technology community, to give them a voice, to let us know that we've got some really talented civic developers and hackers and designers and people who care in the community, and they want to work with us. And it lets them know that we want to work with them, and we see the value in that, and hopefully we can all work together. I'm really looking forward to this. So the next step is actually tomorrow. There's a meetup at City Hall. I'm really excited about this one because this is our opportunity to talk about open government and open data as the government to the participants. So I'm very excited about this one. I'll try to stick a video camera in there to record some of the action happening so I can let you guys know how it unfolded. And then after that, we have a couple of more meetups. We have a fun little mixer the night before. And then October 15th and 16th, that is our hackathon. I will report back to you with what happens, the outcome, any lessons learned, so that you can use this video, hopefully, and the subsequent video in your own planning process for a hackathon for your own city. So good luck to you, good luck to us, and please subscribe at youtube.com/govgirlblog.